Hey guys, Captain Foley back for another Captain Foley product review. Today we're looking at another Eaglemoss ship that just arrived. We got Star Trek Discovery, the USS Kerala. This is also the Gagarin class. So NCC 1255. Box looks great again as usual. It's a great display piece. A lot of Star Trek Discovery branding on it. Whether you like that or not, it's just the fact, it's just the way it is. And don't forget guys, if you're watching these reviews and you want any of these models, head on over to the Eaglemoss site. The link is in the description below. There's also a discount code on checkout to save 10% off orders of $60 or more. Use the code Trekyards, all one word. So let's take a look at this. It's one I've been waiting for. This is one of my favorite Discovery designs. Oh, and I actually get a magazine this time. Usually I don't get the magazines. So here's the Kerala magazine. Oh, it says it's a Shepherd class. Sorry, Shepherd class. I keep calling it the Gagarin class because the Gagarin was the one we saw in the one episode. But yeah, some fantastic artwork and stuff in here. This is, I think, how Discovery should have looked, to be honest. Still a little too advanced for the time, of course, but it's a fantastic design. And it's basically the Shenzhou upside down. But there are enough differences that it's not, you know. But yeah, there we go. Just some cool stuff in here. It's great to have the magazine. Like I said, I don't get all the magazines, which is fine because I don't really have room for them. But there's the quick look at the magazine. Now, when we open her up, there she is, sitting in there. Looks very nice. Pull her out, and first thing I noticed, it doesn't have a lot of heft to it, not a lot of weight. Saucer's metal. This bottom secondary hull is all metal, but the rest, the nacelles, all this top portion, they're all plastic. Again, what can I say? It's a neat design. If you do put it upside down, it is basically the Shenzhou. You know what I mean? But there are enough structural changes in here to make it kind of its own thing. I should do a video just on a comparison of the two, but I'm sure that'll come eventually. But for right now, I just wanted to show you guys this thing. The Aztecing's really neat. It's got some interesting details on the hull. You've got USS Kerala registry, NCC 1255. I like there's some windows up here in this section, which look really cool. It could be an observation lounge or even a mess hall or something. It'd be kind of neat if the bridge was back there between the nacelles. That'd be kind of neat as well. But of course, we know the bridge is here. We got the big bridge windows. Looking for a shuttle bay. I mean, that could possibly be a shuttle bay, but there's no real definable doors there. Other than that, it's got some fantastic Aztecing, like I said. It's unique. It's not, you know, anything we've really seen before. It's just kind of splotchy little squares. It's kind of like the modern military camouflage that's all pixelated dots. But it's got the tri-bizarre collector like the Discovery, but they're the right color. They're red, which is nice. So got the three of them there. The impulse engines. These are very reminiscent. They almost look like they stole the strut, the arm, the roll bar from the Miranda class. Its design is almost identical. Some great contours in the bottom of the hull. This cutout's kind of nice actually. I like that. And a lot of visual callbacks to TOS. They got the little eyebrows there, which could be landing gear. On the Constitution they're up here, of course. So there's nothing there. The deflector doesn't have a lot of detail, and the spikes are kind of molded in so they don't break, which I'm fine with. I mean, that looks kind of neat. But now I just noticed that my deflector is awfully uneven. It turns to the one side, so I don't like that. Nacelles are, for the most part, straight. This one closest to use a little bit higher, which is kind of discerning. But yeah, it's a neat ship. This is like one of my favorites for sure from Discovery so far. This is a nice design. I mean, this follows the design aesthetic of the Federation. Again, it does look a little too advanced for the time, but I mean, I'm kind of getting used to that vibe now. So it works for me, and you know, it could be possible that Discovery's going to say, oh yeah, well, a third of the fleet was destroyed with this Klingon war. We need to rebuild, and the newer ships they're going to be building are going to resemble more of the Constitution class, more of the TOS aesthetic, and that would make sense to me and work fine. But let's just grab the Shinjo real quick and do a quick comparison side by side of these two. Alright, cool. So one of the first things we notice, proportionally they are different sizes. I mean, the nacelles don't line up. The nacelles are the same length, but when you put the nacelles side by side, you can see the Corella is actually bigger. Saucer's the same size. This has got a more rich color palette than this. This is very pasty and white compared to this. This is darker. This has got red markings. But I mean, you hold them side by side and you can see the similarities between the designs. There are enough subtle differences that they've made in the model to make it unique in its own thing. The bridge on this one's up higher. The struts are a lot beefier on the Shinjo. It almost looks like the Shinjo's an older design build, and this was a more newer take on this kind of design. Turn them like this, you can see the similarities there. Again, the Shinjo is a little bit bulkier, which is fine. It's not supposed to be the same ship, so. The front deflector, I'll hold it like that, I guess. You can see the similarities there. So yeah, there are enough differences between the two that I'm actually pretty happy about that, especially when they're oriented the right way. So that's the top on both of them. But there's still enough similarities that I'm kind of like, it's the same model flipped upside down and some changes made, which is discerning a little bit, but it is what it is. So anyway, overall, I'd say get this model. This, you know, if I had to be very selective about which ones I would purchase, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the Discovery designs. This one would be one I would definitely purchase for myself, though, because it is a fantastic looking ship. And definitely fits in with the Star Trek aesthetic and Starfleet aesthetic. But again, I think it's more of a Star Trek Online kind of design. But that's fine, it is what it is, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at it on the stand and do a wrap up, and yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this look at this. Like I said, click the link in the description below to go to the Eaglemoss page. Check out all the stuff they got. They've got some really cool stuff. If you're not into Discovery, that's fine. They got a whole bunch of other ships from Star Trek that you guys are going to love. So check them out. If you decide on ordering some, on checkout you can use the discount code Trekyards to get yourself 10% off. That helps us out. It helps you out. It's good all around. So if you could do that, that'd be much appreciated. So anyway, let's take the stand out of the box, get this thing on the stand, and take a look at it. So here we have it on the stand, and I gotta say, it's always a real treat to put these on the stands because you never know what you're gonna get. This one is a lot more level than most. Sure, it angles up a little bit, but again, it's one of those thin ships, so if you put it on a higher shelf, like eye level, you're not gonna see much of the ship, which is a shame. But if you put it on a lower shelf, it really shows it off beautifully. Same if, you know, you had it up on a high bookshelf or something, you know, you'd see the design pretty well. So overall, guys, I'm impressed with this one. I was impressed when I first saw it on the show, when the Gagarin got destroyed. Sorry, I keep calling it the Gagarin class. It's the Shepherd class, but it was the Gagarin that got destroyed in that episode. So I don't remember seeing the Corella at all in the show. So get some Nice shots a bit up close for you here. So if you're a fan of Star Trek Online ships, or of this design in particular, this is a model from Eaglemoss I would definitely recommend. Like I said, there was a little bit of slight bending in the windowsill, which could easily be fixed or ignored, and the front deflector did have a mounting issue. It's kind of crooked and cockeyed, but not too bad overall. So there you go, guys. The USS Corella Shepherd class. But you might know it better as Gagarin that gets destroyed. I don't know. Whatever you think. So like I said, guys, click the link in the description below to head on over to Eaglemoss and check out their wide variety of ships. Some really cool stuff. And you can pick this one up as well. And don't forget, on checkout, use the code Trekyards. All one word. So until next time, guys, please like the video, subscribe to the channels, both the Trekyards channel and my personal channel, and check out more videos, more reviews and stuff by me, and just our regular Trekyards videos. Look forward to seeing you guys. Talk to y'all very soon. Bye-bye.